Good evening and salutations, my GH fans. Let's talk about Sam, Dante, and Alexis talking about Drew and how dismissive he was of Scout and Sam when it came towards taking Scout to a private school. The reason why I found this conversation kind of dumb and somewhat pointless, well, not so much pointless, but just kind of dumb, was because if you felt that way, she had weeks to sit there and bring this up to Drew. I don't understand why she's sitting there talking to her mom about this. If she was that passionate about the fact that her daughter doesn't want to go to school, and she wants to take her daughter's feelings into consideration, then why does she not talk about that sooner? I don't, I don't understand that. She was doing this whole back and forth thing, and I'm like, but your daughter already said that she didn't want to go. So I don't understand what was the back and forth internal conflict was. Just tell Drew, hey, listen, she doesn't want to go, and that's that. Or at the very least, have a conversation. But she waited weeks, and she's talking to her mom about this now. And I'm like, and you're just bringing this up now? Like you're still bothered by it, but you weren't bothered enough by it to sit there and talk to Drew. Seemed kind of pointless. Um, Christina asks Molly and TJ to be a donor. They think about it, and eventually they do it because this whole surrogacy storyline is going to be a train wreck, and I'm here for it. You got that going on. Um, you got Esme that dropped off Ace to be with Spencer. Spencer thought he was going to be going over there, but she's like, hey, I just need a night to myself just to kind of just relax. I've been sitting there going through a lot. People still sitting there being upset with me for things that I can't remember. So she drops him off and she leaves. And Spencer's like, the way she was acting was just kind of funny, you know? Her needing time to herself or just giving up the baby that easily, like something's kind of off. So she goes to Windermere. I don't know what she was really looking for, but it seemed like she got all her memories back. All the memories back of all the stuff that she was doing when she was bad girl Esme. Esme Prince, Esmeralda, whatever you want to sit there and call her. So she got it all back now. So all those, and it's so funny too, because all those other times that people kept saying she's faking it. She remembers the way she's acting. She remembers. All those people that kept saying she was faking it, y'all were wrong. And I enjoy saying that. Jesus Christ, I enjoy saying that. Yeah, really enjoy saying that. You have no idea how many times in my live stream we'll be sitting there talking about the show, and people are like, no, she remembers. She's just faking it. See a smile on my face? That's a smile of me being right. Okay. Um, Hat Daddy and Stella are acting all weird after the almost kiss that they had, and of course they both bring up Curtis's mom and Stella's sister as a reason for why they were acting so weird and everything. Stella's then knocking things over, whatever, just being a klutz. And I'm like, y'all should just go for it. Y'all should just go for it. Irene, that's her name. Irene wants y'all to be happy. Come on now. Might as well. Y'all know each other. Um, Jordan was there to talk to Cyrus real quick about, how he shouldn't be at the hospital because he's a bad person and he did bad things and, you know, reasons. I can see Cyrus's. I mean, granted, Cyrus did kidnap TJ, so I understand why she's even more pressed. But I understand Cyrus's attitude towards Sonny and everyone else, like Laura and stuff. Like, Sonny does bad stuff too. People sit there and keep acting like Sonny is just this nice, squeaky clean guy that just, he's the mobster with a heart of gold and stuff like that. He didn't get the power where he is by being nice. Okay? So, I understand his anger. he does drop off a gift for Ace before he leaves, and then he heads to the church. Now, um, Michael, Michael Willow, Sonny and Nina, and Wiley go to the church to, light a candle for the people that they lost and everything. And they talk about Jason and Morgan and Mike and everyone else before they head off. While Nina is thinking about now, saying to Willow that, if she was just given a chance, she might have turned out differently. Or maybe if she grew up with her, she might have turned out differently. But, woulda, coulda, shoulda, it didn't happen. And, I understand that that's her daughter and stuff. But I'm like, oh, when you met now, you knew she was a nasty piece of work. You literally called her out on how much of a nasty piece of work that she was. You worked with this woman even before that. You knew what kind of person that she was. This whole sympathy of, oh, I miss my daughter. She was just misunderstood BS. You can miss me with that. You can miss me with all the tears and all that BS because I'm not with it. I'm not here for it. And that was trash, point blank, period. And she called her out on it more than once. So all this crying and sadness crap, no. F all that. She does sit there and talk to the father about making a confession. Of course, Cyrus' creepy ass is just happens to be there, because why not at this point? Um, I could have did out so much of the Christmas music. To be honest, I just that was playing throughout the whole episode, and I was like, man, I like Christmas, but this is it's kind of heavy-handed right here. Just saying. Oh, Josh. So Josh invites Adam to the house, and sees Carly, and Carly said, at some point Carly talks to Josh like, I get that you're trying to do something nice, but maybe you might be enabling him. Um, and so towards the end, when everyone leaves, and Adam, Dex, and Josh are there, Josh pretty much kind of pays for the ticket so he can go see his family. But the thing is, and now I'm sitting there thinking about this. The first time he had a reaction towards he didn't want to sit there and go home and stuff. And he talks about how his parents puts him under an immense amount of stress, you know? So I don't understand what made her thought that it was a good idea to give him money to go and see his parents. Like, he was fine at the dorms, he just, I'm not really understanding this too much. He was going to be at the dorms, and so he wants to sit there and take him out so this way he wouldn't be alone for the holidays. Cool. But now you're pressing the issue of having him go see his parents after you have literally sat there and witnessed how he has panic attacks and everything like that, and being super pressure on his parents. Why the hell would he actually want to go home for the holidays? I get it, her heart might have been in the right place, but there was just signs and things of that nature that just seemed like it pointed to a direction where you wouldn't even bring up going to go see his parents for the holidays. So he snaps like a nut job. Okay, let's just be very clear. He snaps at her like a nut job, and he's all like, "I don't want to go back to my parents." No, 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 no. And then he just walks off, and Dex is like, "What happened?" And she's upset about that. Like, yo, listen, I try to sit there and do something good for you. I didn't have to do that. I didn't have to do any of this. So she's pissed off, and she's kind of annoyed by it. And I'm like, Josh, listen, you have a big heart, and that's good. But some people, you see a reaction like that, some people you just want to keep them at a distance. You cannot save the world. You cannot save everyone in this world. That is just point blank, period. And Gregory talks to Brooklyn about trying to move up the timetable as far as their wedding is concerned, so he can see his son get married and stuff. So they're probably gonna do it like super soon. They are allowed to do kissing scenes, right? I mean, I know they're on a whole. We can't sit there and do love scenes because of our partners, respect, blah 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 blah. Can they do kissing scenes? Is that still? Just wondering, because they're gonna get married and they're gonna have to sit there and kiss, unless they kiss in the cheek or something. And then towards the end, they do their book reading. Um, I mean, granted, I was never really into the nice, gushy stuff or whatever. But I remember when I started watching it, they used to have Alan read it. And I could have swore Lila at one point used to sit there and read for the children and stuff. But I remember Alan used to sit there and do that. And, everyone does it differently and traditions and stuff like that. But it was just like, I don't know, maybe it was just at a magical time when soap operas is still new to me. It was still fresh to me. And it was like, it was so different from anything that I seen on TV. So, one life to live. I tell you, that's what got us started. And Trina thanks Portia for including Spencer and trying to be cordial to him. So yeah, I think she wasn't outside when to witness that little fiasco. Which, by the way, where's Taggart? I was watching JOJ Media, I think, saying yesterday. And, he was talking about, like, where's Taggart at? Holidays, Christmas. I mean, I know that you were courteous to your bio dad, but what about your forever dad? Where's he at? Why is he not stopping by? They even sit there and talk about this, man. Jesus. I don't. At this point, I would have almost took even Dollar Tree version of Taggart. Just saying. It's Christmas or Christmas Eve. Maybe they'll make up for it on Christmas Day. Who knows? Maybe it'll still be time to sit there and show Taggart. I don't know if they can get their real Andrews, but they got to get somebody. I feel like that's pretty much about it. Laura's in it. Kevin was in it. There were so many people in this episode. I mean, it was just like, man. Hey, I was like, could you fit? Could you make sure you fit every single character in this episode? I mentioned Michael was in it, right? 'Cause I'm pretty sure I left out some people, but they were there. Liz was there, so um, just watch the episode yourself. You'll sit there and see which characters are there. They had so many of them. It was like, okay, sure, that's fine. Anyway, I feel like that's about it. If I missed anything, you know what to do. Come to the live stream tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. We'll sit there and talk about all the shows, General Hospital, Days of Our Lives, Born the Beautiful, Young and the Restless. I'll see you in the next video.